Kia ora, good afternoon and welcome to this Newshub special report on the aftermath of the Christchurch Terrorist Attack. We are on air until 7 tonight with continuing coverage of the massacre of 49 people. Today we can put a name to the man accused of the mass shooting, but not a face. 28-year-old Australian man Brenton Harrison Tarrant appeared in the Christchurch District Court this morning. A court order means we aren't able to show you his face. At the moment, he is charged with the murder of one victim whose name cannot yet legally be reported. Police say more charges are likely to be laid soon. Well, Juliet Speedy is outside Christchurch District Court where Tarrant appeared. And Juliet, what more can you tell us?
Yes, well, as you say, Tarrant appeared here in the Christchurch District Court at about 11 o'clock this morning, where he did face that one murder charge, although Police Commissioner Mike Bush did clarify later that he will likely face a raft of further charges. Now, he was only in the dock for a few minutes there. He remained expressionless while he was there. He was flanked by two police officers. He was handcuffed at the front. He didn't say anything. He had a court-appointed lawyer there with him who was speaking on his behalf. Now, they didn't apply for or get name suppression, which is why we are able to name him, but he did, as you say, receive interim image suppression, which is why any pictures we see of him at the moment do have his face blurred. Now, the judge remanded Tarrant in custody until April the 5th, where he will reappear in the Christchurch High Court, and it is likely he will face a long list of further charges.
Juliet, I understand there was a number of people who had turned up to try and get into court but weren't allowed this morning.
That's right. There was a large crowd gathering outside the court before he appeared. There was obviously a lot of media from all around the world and New Zealand. There were also members of the public, and there were also victims' family. A lot of them had come along because they wanted to see the man who did this to their friends, their parents, their brothers, their sisters. Unfortunately, none of them were allowed in the court. The crowd was just too big. It was only journalists who were allowed in the court to see him.
Julie, what was the mood like there amongst the victims' families?
Oh, it can only be described as sorrowful, Tom. I mean, they were showing photos to reporters here of the people they had lost, photos of scenes at the mosque when this devastation unfolded. They were sombre, they were sad, and they were still trying to make sense of what happened.
Juliet Speedy, thank you very much. Well, the Prime Minister has been in Christchurch today, accompanied by a group of New Zealand's most senior politicians. Their first priority was to visit leaders of the Muslim community, where they shared a powerful message of unity and love. She confirmed children are among the 49 people who were killed yesterday. Ardern also declared her own personal mission for the remainder of her time in office: gun control. Lisette Raymer reports.
The Prime Minister speaking to the Muslim community, conveying a message on behalf of all of us.
The message of love and support and grief of the people of New Zealand.
Jacinda Ardern, Winston Peters, Simon Bridges standing together.
There's no politics in this, in as much as we are all here united, and I stand here to show that complete unity of the Parliament of New Zealanders behind our Prime Minister, with you, condemning what has happened.
Muslim leaders gathered at this Canterbury refugee centre listening intently as Ardern assured them their safety is her top priority.
You were quick to mention that this is not the New Zealand that you know, and I want to reaffirm that today. This is not New Zealand.
What is New Zealand, she says, is the level of support on show. The blanket of flowers now adorning the Garden City and cities across the country is evidence of that.
This act of terror was brought to our shores and rained down upon us here.
Investigations into how this act of terror was able to occur are only just beginning. In the meantime, police have upped their security measures, making themselves as visible as possible.
I have no intelligence about current imminent threats, but I would never assume anything in this situation.
It took 36 minutes from the time police received the call to arrest the 28-year-old shooter. He's since been charged with one count of murder and appeared in court this morning.
He has been remanded to the High Court for the 5th of April. And what charges he faces then will be determined by this investigation.
Emergency services praising everyone who helped in the immediate response effort, from medical staff,
their ability to triage, treat and transport so many patients so quickly and effectively save lives,
to the police officers who put their lives at risk to protect others as they apprehended Tarrant.
I want to reassure the community that we have heroes every single day who come to work to keep them safe. I am committed to the reassurance of the Canterbury community to bring peace to our streets.
A centre has been set up in Hagley to support the victims' families.
The facility that we're using has been able to bring all the agencies together to help work really effectively.
Part of those agencies, Victim Support, who have been inundated with volunteers.
We have had offers of time, money, 24/7 support from our support workers from all over the country and from our volunteers from all over the country. So starting tomorrow will probably be when we will start implementing those plans, and that support process will last as long as it needs to.
Days, weeks, months down the track, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern says that support is going to be crucial.
New Zealand is a place that we cherish equally for its inclusiveness, for its diversity, and I will consider it my personal mission as Prime Minister to defend that so long as I have the privilege of holding this office.
A pledge from all parties to remain united, because it's unity that will see us through this unthinkable moment in our history where one man failed to divide us. Lisette Raymer, Newshub.